Motown. Your Kansas City Chiefs, 34. The Detroit Tigers, 30. In a game where the Kansas City Chiefs had to grind it out. In a game of the heart. In the game when it was time to reach down deep. And I mean deep. You reach down deep into the soul, into the body, into the mind, into the heart of Patrick freaking Mahomes. On 4th and 8, at your own 34-yard line with 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the game, Patrick Mahomes took off for 16 yards, and that game-winning drive continued. When it comes down to crunch time, players make plays. And Patrick freaking Mahomes made plays. Now, I know statistically it wasn't the greatest game for Patrick Mahomes, but in crunch time, Patrick Mahomes delivered. And Byron Pringle, oh my gosh, the catch of the day. 14 yards over the middle. Bam, got hit, turned around. Down to the 2. Byron Pringle hanging on to that ball, keeping the game-winning drive alive. Then, 3rd and goal from the 2. Darrell Williams ran it in. What can you say about Darrell Williams thrust into this freaking starting position behind, because of Damian Williams? LaShawn McCoy had a great game, but championship quarterbacks, championship teams make plays when the game is on the line, and Patrick freaking Mahomes made the plays. Matt Patricia, the Detroit Lions head coach, had implemented a great game plan. You know, he's a Patriots disciple, so we knew it was going to be tough. And going into this game, one thing I thought about before this game started was Patrick Mahomes never had a bad game. He's had 2 bad halves against the Patriots, one last year in the regular season on the road, and one in the first half against the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. But he's never had 4 quarters of bad football. And to say that he was having a bad game is kind of unfair because the Chiefs turned the damn football over 3 times. Come on, Darrell Williams, McCole Hardman, and Sammy Watkins. Keep that ball free. I mean, keep that ball freaking in tight. Because the freaking Detroit Lions were just punching that shit out like freaking Buster Douglas. All right, it was an exciting win. Patrick Mahomes stepped up, but let's get to some reality stuff, folks. When I put this my prediction show together at the beginning of the year, I said the Chiefs would be 2-2. I said we would lose at Jacksonville and lose at Detroit because I didn't feel like their defense was going to be able to be ready for the Jaguars and the Lions. Don't get me wrong, I love to be proven wrong. Love it, love it. I love 4-0 better than 2-2. But I'm concerned about the defense, folks. Very concerned. The Detroit Lions were able to run at will again. This is the 2nd week in a row. You know, we can't blame Bob Sutton. We can't say we need to fire Bob Sutton. Nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that because we know this defense has got to gel. But when you're giving up yards and chunks the way that the Chiefs defense has given up, it's concerning. And for the 3rd week in a row, love it or leave it, the fact remains the Chiefs were shut out in the first half. We were down 10-0 against Oakland. We were down 6-0 against Baltimore. We were down 10-0 against Detroit. Why are we starting slow? Why is this pattern, why is this trend continuing, folks? Don't get me wrong. Not every game is going to be, Patrick Mahomes is going to throw 3 touchdowns, 400 yards, look at this, look at that. Because today some of those passes were off. Today some of those passes to McCole Hardman were just out of his hands, to Sammy Watkins, to Demarcus Robinson. They just weren't clicking today, but you're going to have games like that. Patrick Mahomes proved today that he's human. And in crunch time, he proved that he's human. 4th and 8, game on the line, your own 34, seeing that all the wide receivers on man coverage, tucks the ball away and runs for 16. props to Byron Pringle again for making that catch, folks. You can't say that enough, because when he started spinning and started getting thrown around, hit like a pinball, I just knew the way the ball's getting freaking knocked out of the Chiefs' offense hand all freaking game. I thought, oh, shit. He's probably going to fumble, but he didn't. He took the 2 hits, went down. The defensive play of the game, obviously, is Bashaud Breeland taking the football back 100 yards. Another play on the drive before that, the Lions had the ball to start the second half inside the Kansas City Chiefs 5-yard line twice, came up empty. Props to Derek Nottie for stripping the football against Matthew Stafford. The Chiefs recovered. And props to Bashaud Breeland. He was on his receiver, saw the fumble, looked around, picked up the ball, scooted around, and kind of jogged 100 yards because of no whistle blown. Looked at review, the right call. It took all of that to win today in Motown. And but going forward, I'm concerned about the defense. I'm concerned about our linebackers. Anthony Hitchens was supposed to be a better middle linebacker in the 4-3. He was a better 4-3 middle linebacker when he played 4-3 in Dallas. He's got to get that, because he's got to shoot the gaps and start making some plays, because those opposing guards, the opposing offensive guards, are getting to the second level, plastering Anthony Hitchens on his ass, putting the Chiefs middle linebackers on their ass. It can't continue, folks. Yes, I know we're going to gel and get better, but if opposing offenses are going to say, oh, we're just going to run the ball to keep Patrick Mahomes off the sidelines, oh, well, shit, we're going to run the ball and have success. Now, I know there's been a lot of talk the last couple weeks about trading for Jalen Ramsey. That's obviously not going to happen. CBS Sports just released that the Jaguars have just turned down 2 number 1 draft picks for Jalen Ramsey, so they're going to hang on to him. The Jaguars just won a big game at Denver. They're now 2-2. They're all in a big 4-way tie for the AFC South, so Ramsey's not going anywhere. If the Chiefs wanted Jalen Ramsey, they should have traded for him the day that Tyrann Mathieu was tweeting at Jalen Ramsey, the day that Tyreek Hill was tweeting at Jalen Ramsey, when the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars was pissed at Jalen Ramsey and said, we're going to see what we can get in trade offers. That is when a trade should have been made for Jalen Ramsey. I said on Facebook, if Jalen Ramsey plays Thursday night, September 19th against the Houston Texans, the Chiefs will not be able to trade for Jalen Ramsey. They just won't. Well, guess what happened? The Jaguars won. And then in the 10 days, without having any football in Jacksonville, Jalen Ramsey missed practice because he was sick. He had a bad back. Then his second daughter was born, and they played today, and now they won. And now they just turned down a trade for 2 number 1 draft picks. I don't know if it was the Chiefs that offered 2 number 1 draft picks for Ramsey, but you have to strike when the iron is hot. If you're going to make a trade for a player, you need to make the trade when we're going to listen to offers. You listen to offers for a trade, you make the trade. You don't sit around and go, I wonder if we should trade for Jalen Ramsey. Another day goes by. I wonder if we should trade for Jalen Ramsey. 2 days go by. Well, fuck. By then, the freaking Jaguars are winning. And now they're 2-2. They're not going to trade Ramsey. They just turned down a trade for 2 number 1 draft picks for him. So we got to live or die with Charvarius Ward. Maurice Claiborne comes off this 4-game suspension. Let's hope and pray he can be a factor. But getting back to my point, the weakness in the Kansas City Chiefs defense is at middle linebacker. Xavier Williams, our defensive tackle, in the 4-3, he's not doing very good either. He's getting blocked off the ball. He was brought to the team last year as a 3-4 nose tackle. He's not good in a 4-3. So we got some trouble with we got some trouble at nose tackle, and we got some trouble with the middle linebackers. But we're going to put our trust in Spagnuolo. We got to put our trust in Spagnuolo and say, come on, Spags. You got to do it. Spagnuolo's got to look at the team and say, pull your head out of your ass. Hitchens, shoot that freaking gap, dude. Don't wait for that guard to get out there and pancake ya. Come on, Hitch. We got to put in Ben Neiman so you'll show some freaking life. Huh? Get it together. All right. Shaggyshane's Kansas City Chiefs postgame will be at Arrowhead next Sunday night against Justin Houston and the Indianapolis Colts. Yes, Justin Houston will be making his Kansas City return in prime time. Justin Houston, we love you. We appreciate everything you did. You put your heart and soul on the line. Looking forward to your return and giving you a mild clap. Wish you would have made a couple sacks in the AFC Championship game, but you got owned. But we hope you enjoy your time in Indianapolis. Arrowhead Stadium next Sunday night. We'll be rocking. It's going to be kicking ass. I'm going to be there. Yes, you know it. That's where your postgame will take place. I am 4 miles from Arrowhead Stadium, which you know, it is only a short drive to the countryside. Where you going? You can't run and hide. So many questions. Questions like, man, when the hell's the defense going to start gelling? Questions like, what the hell's wrong with Anthony Hitchens? Questions like, is Maurice Claiborne going to be a factor? Or is he going to be getting burned, buddy? Come on, Claiborne. We need you. We need to force some punts. We need to get the freaking opposition off the field. We need to stop the running game of the opposition so Patrick Mahomes doesn't have to be freaking superhuman in crunch time. But you were, Patrick. Way to step up. Until next Sunday night at Arrowhead Stadium. This is Shaggyshane saying, check with me there. That's where your post-game will take place. Until then, I'll see you next Sunday in prime time. Go Chiefs!